What is up everyone, my name is Stoody and I'd like to welcome you all back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. So if you guys remember, well you should remember, I posted a video about how the AFL is rigged. You know, the Richmond vs Gold Coast game was rigged, and I showed 100% undeniable evidence, and there's still idiots out there that think the AFL isn't rigged even though I showed 100% undeniable evidence. Well, basically, these Gold Coast Suns ferals have been making posts about me on one of their Facebook pages. As you guys can probably see, that video has blown up to over 600 views at the time I'm recording this. This video will probably come out on Monday. So yeah, this got brought to my attention when one of my fans sent me an Instagram DM. So first off, I'd like to thank Alison Green for bringing this to my attention. So here's what the message said. Hi Stoody, these Gold Coast idiots made this stupid post about you and they're saying mean things to you. It's in a Facebook group called Gold Coast Suns Fans, Latest News and Gossip. You should report them. I'll send you screenshots. Now the plan isn't to report them, but really to just show how stupid they are. Now this is the only Gold Coast Suns Facebook page of any significance, and it only has 2,000 members, which kind of shows how irrelevant of a club the Suns are. It's pretty obvious anyway, because I was at the game and like 75% of people were Richmond fans and another, 15% were just neutrals. Probably only 10% of the crowd were actual Gold Coast fans. But anyway, I am going to be showing you guys what the post was. So the post was originally created by a bloke named Richie Simons. So this is what he said. He posted a link to my video. Hilarious viewing for Suns fans. The Gold Coast versus Richmond game was rigged. Indeed it was rigged, as I proved in the video. The AFL is corrupt, which we've known for many years. The umpires are cheats, which we have known for many years as well. Gillen is a very bad man. He definitely is by far the worst bloke to ever be in charge of any company in the history, and if I ever see him in real life, I will beat the living shit out of him. He was robbed by the AFL of his $2,000 travel expenses because of the match fixing. He has proof, which indeed I showed the proof in that video, and yes, I was scammed $2,000 minimum from going to the Gold Coast, and I am considering suing Gillen McLaughlin for what he has done. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at the comments on this post. Kate Kelland says, it's the fact he wrote himself a script beforehand for me. How long have the AFL been match fixing? Just since they won their 3 premierships. No, the AFL have been match fixing since Gillen McLaughlin took over in 2014. And it's not always successful. Obviously the players aren't in on it. It's the umpires that do the work. Most likely the people in charge are telling the umpires, we need this particular team to win this game. Please do everything you can to help them win. It's not always successful because you can't control if one team plays terrible and the other plays really well. But as I showed in the Richmond Robbed in Front of Me video, the umpires obviously influenced the result of that game, and that game was obviously rigged. Richmond won 3 premierships because they were better than everyone else. And believe me, Gillen McLaughlin hates Richmond. And he tried everything he could to rob Richmond every single game during that era, but failed quite often. So the fact Richmond managed to get 3 premierships out of it is absolutely unbelievable. Jeff Burns responded, I didn't bother listening to more than the first 2 minutes, but I'll bet he didn't analyse any instances where Suns players should have been paid free kicks and didn't. Only bitumen. Sounds a little biased, don't you think? Now, there's no instances where Richmond received free kicks where they didn't, or where Suns should have received a free kick but didn't. The only instances I saw, I was there at the game, I watched it, were the ones that I showed on the video. Probably not all of them, there's probably more that aren't quite as significant, but I looked at the second, third and fourth quarters only. I didn't bother with the first quarter. But I would definitely remember if something major happened in the first quarter. There's no bias in it. I just stated facts and showed evidence as well. So there's no bias whatsoever. Gillen McLaughlin is the biased one, because he constantly robs Richmond. Plus you claim you only watched for the first 2 minutes, which clearly shows you didn't watch the video. So maybe you should actually watch the video and you'll see the evidence for yourself. But I know you won't because you're too much of a one-eyed feral Gold Coast Suns supporter, and you probably dumped a team to start supporting them. If that's not the case, you're probably an NRL supporter. Sharon Edwards responds, he needs to get a life. I do have a life and I'm living it. I'm just a YouTuber and you guys are obviously making posts on Facebook pages talking shit. So maybe you need a life. Jeff Burns says, and a refund on his kindergarten education. I'm obviously a lot more educated than you. You can't even tell that the AFL is rigged. That kind of proves that you are not all there in the head, mate. Patrick Michael says, amazing. Yes, it certainly is amazing that the AFL would rig matches. Andy Walker calls me a flog. That's not very nice, mate. Jeff Burns, read the comments on his video for rewording of the Richmond theme song. And if you actually go on that video, you'll see that Jeff Burns wrote a really ridiculous comment. And, you know, I could make a better roast theme song than that. Like, turn it up, mate. I have considered making roast theme songs for every single team as well. And I can definitely come up with something a lot better than that. Clive Barnard responds with the words, so you guys don't even really need to look on the video. I got bored listening to old mate and scrolled down, so clearly he is another one who's in denial, who doesn't want to admit that the AFL rigged that particular match and that the Suns never would have had any chance of winning that if it wasn't for the umpires. Jeff Burns says, glad you liked it. Andy Walker says, worst part is my partner is a mad Tiger supporter. Well, I feel very sorry for your partner having to deal with your bullshit, obviously. Clive Barnard says, a bit sucky for you, mine is a mad Sun supporter. Oh, I'm in shock that there actually is a Sun supporter out there. Because the only people who support the Suns are anyone who's under 15 and, you know, didn't have a team at the time they came in because they're too young to remember anything before the Suns were even in the competition, or they're people who betrayed their own team, or people that are NRL fans. So, in 2013, I went to Collingwood versus Gold Coast at Metricon. I was the only non-Collingwood supporter there in terms of the people I was with. I was with a whole heap of Collingwood supporters. Collingwood lost the match, and a whole heap of feral Gold Coast supporters started giving them all shit. So we started asking who they supported before the Suns came into the competition, because this is only like their fourth year in the league, third or fourth year. And they were literally saying, yeah, I supported the Western Bulldogs beforehand. I supported this team. I supported that team. It was unbelievable. Like, what the fuck? You betray your own team? You're joking me. So yeah, that's literally a Gold Coast fan base. They don't have a real fan base. If you are old enough to remember the Gold Coast Suns before they were in the competition, then you're a supporter of them, you've clearly betrayed your own team before going and supporting the Suns. That's for certain. Andy Walker, mine will never change. Steve Thompson also calls me a flog. Which isn't very nice. I don't know why you just repeat something someone else has said. So you haven't really contributed much to this conversation, mate. Sharon Edwards. You should change your name to Karen Edwards, mate. You certainly sound like a Karen. I've actually tried to watch twice to the end, but can't. Clearly you can't because you don't want to accept the fact that Gold Coast only won because the match was rigged. And you're obviously in denial right here. If he really believes what he is saying, then I feel sorry for him. No, I feel sorry for you for not seeing that the AFL is rigged, for obviously being way too dumb. You've clearly been brainwashed, and yeah, it's pretty obvious the AFL is rigged. And it's been obvious since at least 2016. And, you know, 2016 was when I realised it was rigged. And ever since then, I've been calling out the AFL on their bullshit, and everyone else needs to start doing it as well. It's quite pathetic that no one has the balls to do it. Either no one has the balls to do it, or they're just too dumb and brainwashed to realise the AFL is rigged. And it's absolutely disgusting that so many people still think the AFL is legit. Or at least will claim it is because they're too scared to admit that it's rigged. He probably shouldn't be depending on his team to win to enjoy a trip away. I won't be tuning in to hear him trash the Goldie. Don't know what she means there. But of course, my holiday was ruined when Richmond got robbed right in front of me. The last couple of years of AFL has been a complete shit show. And, you know, I wish I didn't watch a single second of the last couple of years of AFL, that's for certain. Bob Rayner calls me an idiot. You're the idiot, mate, if you don't see that the AFL is rigged. Jeff Burns, that's a compliment to a bloke of his level of intelligence. No, because obviously I have a very high level of intelligence compared to you idiots. Mandy Smith says, what a flog, grow up, buddy. No, I think you need to grow up and realise that the AFL is rigged. Stop being in denial. Stop talking out of your ass. The AFL is rigged. Learn to accept it and start standing up, speaking out against the AFL. And then maybe one day the AFL might be legit again. Matthew Parker, I found the funny side of it. I certainly hope you're not the Matthew Parker who plays for Richmond. I highly doubt it, because I'm sure he'd be a lot better than you. There's nothing funny about match fixing, mate. So I don't see any funny side. You're a massive idiot. Matt Porter says, so I've been down with COVID the last 3 days. No one cares. Fair to say I've got plenty of time on my hands. No one cares. I've watched more mindless clips than I could even admit to. You know, watching any of the AFL is mindless clips. I've really wasted the last 72 hours. You know, if you watch a game of football, however how many hours you've watched over the last couple of years especially, you've definitely wasted time. What I can't do, though, is waste 72 seconds on this nuffy. The video is 18 or so minutes long, mate. And I'm not a nuffy. I'm clearly a lot smarter than you. And you need to watch more than 72 seconds because you can actually see proof that the AFL is rigged, but clearly you don't want to do it because you're too scared to see that your club did not win legitly. I can't believe I've even clicked his link. I am so stupid. You are stupid, but you're not stupid because you clicked the link. You're stupid because you didn't watch the whole video, and you're stupid because you think your team won legitly, or you're just simply in denial. I was starting to feel better this morning. Now, after less than 1 minute of this moron, I realised that having COVID is better than listening to this ridiculous person wasting oxygen. Mate, so you're simply telling me to kill myself. That's pretty disgusting, mate. That's pretty much what you're saying when you call someone an oxygen thief. Disappointed in myself for clicking and this group for publishing the link. I mean, I'd be disappointed for publishing a link, making yourself look like an idiot, but you're disappointed for all the wrong reasons, mate. You should be disappointed in yourself for being a complete and utter idiot and not realizing the AFL is rigged. If you do realise, you're obviously just in denial. Matt Prog, OMFG, this Neanderthal, what the fuck even is that, is serious. Thought it was going to be a joke video. Crawl under your rock, nuff nuff. Of course I'm serious, mate. You can see the 100% undeniable evidence that the AFL is rigged, and if you don't see it, then you're a complete and utter spastic. Jeff Burns replies with, mate, don't call this bloke enough. Well, obviously I'm not enough. You and I both know he isn't even that bright. Well, I'm a lot brighter than you, mate. You know, Jeff Burns, this bloke, he's not the brightest spark in the flint. In fact, he's as dull as a flat piece of steel, as you can tell. Scott Adam tagged some bloke. Who cares? Shelley B. Oh, is this... I think I know this person. Is this the person that used to shit talk me and Alex? It might be. I don't know. I've probably got the wrong person, but if it is, holy shit. I only watched a few minutes and have already lost way too many brain cells. If you are the person I think you are, then you never had any brain cells. The lengths the AFL would go to for match fixing does that include stretching Charlie Ballard's arms and fingers at 3/4 times so that he was able to make that smother and stop a certain goal and sealer for the Tigers. What are you on about? No one did shit to Ballard. You're talking shit. So, yeah, when he made that smother, the only reason why is because Castagna fucked it up. That's the only reason why he made the smother, and the only reason why the Suns were even in the game at that point was because of the match fixing. So, yeah, Shelley is a complete and utter idiot, obviously. Jason Rodriguez, haha, just wow. This guy's an expert on the sport, should go apply to coach the Roos. I don't want to coach the Roos. I fucking hate North Melbourne. But yeah, I certainly would be a way better coach than you. And I probably would be able to rebuild North Melbourne, make them a premiership team. But I would never want to work for North Melbourne because I fucking hate them. The two teams I hate the most, North Melbourne and Carlton. So yeah. But I'll be happy to take the GWS job. That's for certain. So I'll put my hand up for that. Jeff Burns, there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere. Certainly isn't in that group, that's for sure. The only intelligent life is on this channel, really. And that's me. I did get someone to go in there and spy. Got a few comments that were missed. So much match fixing has been around as long as Guild. So what he's saying is Richmond's 3 flags were rigged. No, they weren't. I already explained that Richmond defied the match fixing to win those 3 flags. So that's everything. Now, I'm not in the group myself, but I do have a friend who did join the group to try and get some more screenshots. Didn't really get much more because apparently Alison, the person who sent me these screenshots, got bullied in the comments section, but obviously they've deleted all the comments. Pretty sketchy. Really she should have made sure she kept screenshotting. It's very important to keep on screenshotting as you go when shit's going down, if you're getting bullied or if any illegal shit's happening. But yeah, so we don't have proof of that, but apparently it did happen according to the person who sent me these screenshots. Well, anyway, this group will definitely get this video because if they don't find it themselves, my friend will post it in the group. It'll be very interesting to see what they say. And yeah, might even make a video to see what their response is, but we'll wait and see. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more epic content like this. Cheers for 50 subscribers. I know it's not much, but yeah, I started this channel, like a week ago, and yeah, I've already got 50. So it's nice to get some early growth, that's for sure. I didn't really expect that. Be sure to leave a big thumbs up on this video. I love how YouTube have gotten rid of all the dislikes. My videos are still getting more likes than dislikes. That would not have happened if YouTube didn't remove dislikes. So yeah, glad YouTube did that. One good thing YouTube has done over the last 6 or 7 years. And I also have Instagram. It is called Stoody YT. Link to that will also be in the description. I am pretty active on Instagram these days. Please help me get that to 150 followers. I believe I'm 4 or 5 followers off. So yeah, it would be nice if I get up to 150. So I hope you've had a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.